Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp? Mike Sneed coming to you. I'm a day late, but it's the holidays, and I'm doing stuff with family this week. And last night, my family and friends, we they wanted to go to the movie theater, and I was gonna do my show, but they wanted to go to the movie theater. They wanted to get something to eat, and the time that everybody could go was like at the 6 o'clock show. And my family just asked me, "Hey, just push your show back. It's the holidays. Spend time with us." And I'm glad I did. I took time and spent time with family and friends, and I really enjoyed it. And that's pretty much what we're doing all week. This week right here is pretty much we're in holiday mode, and probably stay in holiday mode from now until the beginning of the year. A lot of the customers, the ones that not on the books, a lot of them are leaving the next day or two, and they be gone all next week. So usually, like I tell everybody, these are the next 2 weeks where everybody's in the holiday mode. They traveling. Doesn't much happen. This is the time to spend time with family and friends. And I would like for you all to do the same. This is a time we kind of can slow down a little bit. So today's topic is going to be one that I hadn't talked about in a while. And also, I just want to say that the next hands-on live event is going to be on the 28th. I'll be opening that up so you can go ahead and schedule. Be the 28th of January. So tomorrow you'll be able to go ahead and schedule for those dates. We have the 28th of January and the 25th of February. So starting tomorrow, if those people who want to come to those dates, you can go ahead and select them and get and reserve your seat. Also, we still have a special going on for those people who want to get in on the special deal. And also, a lot of people are hitting me up through email, instant messenger, and stuff on Facebook. Want to know, can they talk to me? Right there at the bottom of the screen, 919-373-5526 on Wednesdays Eastern Standard Time from 1 to 4. You can call that number if you have any questions. That's the time you can ask, I can answer any questions that you have. So that's the time you want to call. Call Wednesdays, and the number is right there at the bottom of the screen, 919-373-5526. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you during that time. Um, so getting back to the subject that we got going on tonight, well, this evening, you can make $100,000. And I actually changed the name. I had the name. You can make $100,000 per year repairing appliances. Everybody knows that now. If I put that out there, that's no surprise. Everybody knows that you can do that now. It's not like it was 2 years ago when JT and I first came out, and I said you can make $100,000 a year repairing appliances, and everybody thought I was crazy. Now everybody knows that's very doable. $100,000 per year is not for like $400 per day, and you can make $400 per day repairing appliances. Uh, Literally, not even trying hard, you can make $400 a day repairing appliances. Not even repairing anything, you can make $400 a day. Because all you have to do is just go and collect deductibles, and you can make $400 a day. But what I wanted to do, because I'm seeing a lot more people are asking, they're trying to get all these. They want to get a bunch of. They want to get a bunch of calls. How can I get my calls? I need to get calls. I need to get calls. The call game is not having a huge quantity of calls isn't the game here for appliance repair. At least not for me. I don't want to be trying to run a whole bunch of service calls. The thing is to add more value to your calls so that you can actually make get make more money per stop, so you don't have to do as many stops. And a lot of people are figuring that out, that you don't have to work a full day. You can actually make $100,000 doing appliance repair working part time. If you still have your job and you like your job, you can stay at your job and you can make $100,000 part time repairing appliances. $400 You can make that on two stops. Two stops is enough to make you $400 in a day. And so all you really need is about ten service calls per week. A lot of people are doing 8 and 10 per day. I don't want to do that many. The most I'm gonna put is five. I take that back. Tomorrow I got seven stops tomorrow. This tomorrow is pretty much my last day of working, and I put myself down for seven stops, and I'm starting to dread it right now already. But I got seven stops tomorrow. But most of the time, I'm just doing five stops: a 10, 11, a 1, 2, and a 3. But you, like I say, you could just do two stops per day, and those two stops per day would generate you $400 easy. And you do that 5 days a week. This is not including working weekend. You doing those 5 days a week. That gets you about 104,000, a little more than $100,000 per year. Um, and that $100,000 per year, that's straight cash. That's not like you working for somebody. Working for somebody, if you make $100,000, you're only going to get to touch about 65, 70 of that. Versus if you make $100,000 in your appliance repair business, you get to touch a whole 100,000. I say 100,000, you touching every penny of that 100,000 that's coming through to your appliance repair business. Pretty much the only expense you got is gas, and gas for the little car that I drive around costs me about $10 per day. So you got about $10 per day expense in gas. Your parts and stuff, that's not going to be deducted out of your profit. The customer is going to pay you for your parts, and you're going to get a little markup on it for supplying the parts. So that 100,000 is going to be profit. It's going to be profit coming out your bank account, coming into your bank account. What happens? I see people constantly trying to get a bunch of calls, say they don't have enough calls. They don't have enough calls. That sends a red flag in my head that they're not charging enough. It's one or two things. One, they're not charging enough to the service calls that they have, or that they're messing up and people are just not going to them anymore. Because we all know to get to get service calls, it's pretty simple in appliance repair. All you have to really do is keep your word, be there, don't get over on people, and answer your phone. It's not hard. You got to do a lot of advertising. You don't have to spend money on advertising. You're just the fact that you repair appliances is advertisement enough. I can show messages where people are hitting me up and I'm telling them I'm booked out a week or two, and they get mad. They literally get mad because you booked out a week or two, and they say little sly stuff. I guess I'm in the wrong business. I need to come take your class for appliance repair. Yeah, you do. You need to come take the class for appliance repair. I had one property management company. They have a lot of property, and she called me yesterday. Want to know could she get something in emergency today? And I was like, we totally booked. I can't do it. And she said, when can you do it? I said, it'd be the end of next week before we can get there. Uh, Man, I'm in the wrong business. I need to take your course and start start repairing appliances. So I laughed about that. And then I had one guy. Uh, uh, I keep telling them go online and schedule. And a lot of times they don't. They'll go online and they'll see that I'm booked, and they don't want to schedule. They want to call me and say, hey, you think you can get me in? Nah, I'm booked. When can you get me in? Go online. I look, you got something next week. Well, go ahead and schedule. Man, that's okay, man. I think I can look at it. I get it. Okay. Next week comes, they call me back. Hey, I had last week, I had something available for tomorrow. They called me back. Hey, you still got that time open tomorrow? No, man, it's 2 weeks out again. Man, I just saw. I just say you had some. This, yeah, that was last week. My schedule keeps getting filled in. You need to go schedule something. And they got mad. They got mad. Hey, if you get he told me if you get an opening, let me know. And I was like, okay. And he said, I doubt if you do. Just stuff like that. And people get mad because this appliance repair has so much of a demand, and you such in high demand that you can't get there to people because of that. The people just have to wait, and they don't want to wait. They think that you're the old commercials where the Maytag man is just sitting around with nothing to do. They think that's what you got going on, but it's not true. We're totally busy all the time. So getting enough calls to do one or two stops per day is super easy. What you gotta have though, before you go out here and start doing the making $100,000 and making all this money, what you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan of what you're gonna do with the money when you get it, because you can make $250,000 and you ain't got no plan to do anything with that money. It'd be just like you ain't made no money. It'd be like you just hustling and you ain't gonna see no benefits of that money because it's just gonna be coming in and going out everywhere. So what I do with the five banking account method, I teach you how to break it out so that you can actually start to see your money start to accumulate. And now you got stuff money to pay your taxes, you got money to pay your accountant, you got money to buy you stuff for Christmas, go out for the end of quarter celebrations. You got money to pay your payroll and this and that. You got all of that money now, but now you got to have a plan for your retirement. And this is today I talked to maybe about trying to think. I just finished one person right before I came on live. I talked to maybe four people today who in their upper 50s or 60s, and they're thinking about if they want to get into the appliance repair field. And so I like always ask people, what is it that why you on the fence of signing up for appliance boot camp? Um, and 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 this I go two of them. I try to be careful because the people listening, I don't want them people to think that I'm talking bad about them. I'm not, and I'm not picking. I'm just using this for other people because I have so many people call with the same situation that maybe somebody else will, the conversation that we have in private. I won't say the names and stuff, but I kind of tell what we talked about, and somebody else might be in that same situation, and it might give them some clarity. And we're talking, and the main thing when people in their 50s and above, first thing I start talking about is retirement. Now, do you have any retirement? Because we might not want to accept the fact, but we can't work forever, and Father Time is going to be coming, and he's coming quick. And so now you're up against two things. One, if you're looking to get into appliance repair, most of the time that's an indication that you might not have been making the money that you wanted to make in your business. Some not always true because I can't say it's always true. We have had people who have had great jobs and great retirement, but they just always wanted to do something for themselves and they didn't know what they wanted to do. And this was a good transition for them. So that's good for them. That's a great transition where they say, I'm tired of working for somebody else. I got a great job, but I just want to do something for myself and transition into a little simpler life, something that they always want to do. So appliance repair is great for that. But if you somebody who haven't had a great job and haven't don't have any retirement put aside, you're in big trouble because now you got time going to working against you every day that you wait and don't take action. You actually are hurting yourself because you don't have enough time to wait, and you gotta get you a big enough wheelbarrow to put. Not say wheelbarrow. I mean, you gotta get you something that's gonna generate you enough cash to so that you can do something quick to actually get you to the point where you can have a decent retirement. And I've talked to several people, and they're going back to school. They're going to community colleges. Someone was thinking about enrolling back in college, and I have to have a talk with them. Not be like, now you 60 years old, yes. You going back to school, yes. To get a degree, yes. Do you honestly think somebody gonna hire you for a job coming out of college at 60 years old? Seriously, do you honestly think somebody's going to give you a job and you 60 coming out of college. You ain't got but 8 years. You ain't got hardly 8 years. You got less than 10 years to work and be productive. Nobody is gonna do that and bring you in for that, and especially going new into a career. At that age, they looking for you to transition out the workforce and let those early 20-year olds come in there and work. And they know at 60 some years old, you're gonna start having more problems with medical and all that. You ain't gonna be working those long hours and stuff, and it ain't gonna happen. So at that point in time, I'm telling them you wasting your time going to college at 60 years old. Nobody's going, especially if you think you're going to go get a job. Uh, and so you have to be you have to think, okay, I'm not going to get no job at 60 years old. Most of the time, I got to be coming out of the workforce. Then no people ain't going to hire me coming in. And then if I do, like some of them are thinking about getting, they want to get into the skilled trades, which is good because everybody's telling them to get into the skilled trades. So they're going to school for electric. They're going to school for HVAC. They're going to school for plumbing. Now, if you're going to school for to do these things to go out and get a job, you're 60 some years old. You starting off as an electrician. You don't want to be crawling up under no house full of wire at that age. You don't want to be crawling in no attic, running no duct work at that age. But that's what you're going to do when you first start out. And before you get a contractor's license, you have to work for somebody for 5 years, and then you got to pass the test. And then if you do all of that, now you got to learn the business side of it in order for you to actually be able to run an electrical contracting firm or plumbing outfit or HVAC company. So you still 10, 15 years out of being able to get a business up and running and not have to run into all the mistakes that come with running those businesses from the beginning. Now comes good old Mike Sneed and appliance boot camp at appliance repair. Appliance repair allows you within 2 years. You're seeing now people who have came into appliance repair 2 years or a little bit more than 2 years now. You're seeing what they're doing. You're seeing they're coming in. You seeing I just saw Humble Leader just purchased some acres of land, some raw land. Congratulations. It wasn't that long ago. Him and his wife, less than 2 years ago, him and his wife and his kid was living in a hotel, and they pulled appliance repair pulled them out of it, and they're back home and bought a house where 300 and 400. I saw it with where he bought the land at. Got 300,000 and $400,000 houses all around him. Hey, great stuff. You see, Slick got 40 acres. You see you see all these people getting able to make a move and do all these great things within a short period of time. You're seeing a lot of people. You see One Stop Mike and them, and a lot of people are coming on now, and they're realizing, hey, I ain't got to be running a bunch of calls. I can do 2 or 3 stops. Start. I can sleep in, get out, do some calls, come back home, relax. I can have a great life and don't have to be hustling all the time. A lot of people they haven't realized it yet, but they whatchamacall, they're actually retired. Um, I've been retired pretty much since I was 30, to be honest with you. And it took me about 2 years. I started my appliance repair business at about 28. By the time I was 30, I'm pretty much retired. I've been my life, the way I live my life right now, I've been living my life like this since I was 30. And same thing, that's what you all are doing, because you all are following my blueprint. In about 30, y'all, in about 2 years, y'all out of it. And y'all are doing what y'all want to do and not really having to work hard. This is not a job. I'm honest. I can't say it enough. This is not no job like you hating to get up and go. This is something you love doing. It's enjoyable, but it's hard work. Don't get me wrong. It's hard work, but it's something. If you put the effort into it, you get it back. It's something you're working on something new and fun all the time. You get to learn. You going to great places to meet people, and you got time to think. That's the main thing. You got time to actually think, and you can actually then figure out more stuff. A lot of times people call me in the morning. We might talk an hour about business stuff, just thinking, trying to figure out what they can do with this investment, how we can do that investment, how we can make some money here, how we can turn this, and you got time to do that now with appliance repair. And this right, this I, I don't know where else you're gonna be able to do it to retire if you starting out in your 50s or you in your 60s. I don't know what else you're gonna do to retire and have a decent life unless you come to some place like Appliance Boot Camp, and somebody gets you into the skill trade and show you how to actually give you a set instructions on how to get started. Now my instructions might not be the way you keep going permanently, but it's the launch pad to get you going, and you can tailor it however it fits your needs and what best work for you. But it's the thing that gets you going and get you out the gate and get you on that road to prosperity. And the reason why I know it works because I do it every day. And sometimes, believe it or not, I stray away from my own blueprint from time to time, and I get hurt every time. I get hurt every time I stray away from my blueprint. But sometimes I have to go back and reread my and refocus myself on my blueprint. When I refocus myself on my blueprint, it works. It works well. It works well. If you don't know, if Sam is watching, I was so happy. I hadn't heard from Sam in a while, and I was wondering how he was doing. Well, he sent me a text this weekend, and he was great. He was doing great, and he was bringing his daughters and stuff up here to the ice cream parlor and stuff just to hang out and get popcorn and stuff. And he's doing great. He said that he was nervous at first, and didn't know if it was going to work for him, and he stuck with it. And he said the blueprint works. He's making great money, and he's and he if you all don't know, he hearing impaired. So he had he was the young man that came that actually he had to have sign language people the signers came. Now if those young ladies are watching, I want to tell them again thank you for what they done. They went far and beyond the Call of Duty with Sam that day, that weekend. Because what happened, the course is one thing, uh, but the the after the day is over with, and we're sitting around and we're having conversation. That's another thing. That the after party I call it. That right there. If I could, I tell everybody if I was to turn the camera on during those conversations, man, that right there would go viral if you could hear the conversations that we have during that time. And those young ladies, so Sam could be included in those conversations. They stayed sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night, uh, signing, and so he could stay and translate everything everybody was saying, so he could be within the conversation. And he's doing great. He's understanding it. I'm just so proud that it works. Regardless of the situation, it works. And he said he's making great money doing it. And he said next year he's gonna probably get into the seal system part. But man, that's what I want everybody to be able to feel that way. I'll be honest. I'm looking at some of the YouTubers putting out that they're saying that crime is going up and people are it's going to be hard times coming and stuff. I just don't see it. I just don't see it because I talk to you all the time. The people who coming through Appliance Boot Camp. You all are doing, y'all spending money. Y'all having a great life. All my friends are spending money, having a great life. We're having a ball. This is some of the best times I ever had in my life. I just don't see the hard times coming. Uh, so I don't know. Maybe it is going to be hard out there for some people. If you think it's going to be hard, uh, I'm telling you, come to appliance repair. There's so much room out here for appliance repair. It's ridiculous. Come out here to appliance repair and follow the blueprint. Don't be so. Don't. And that's another thing too. Don't be so much in a hurry to get out there and trying to make a bunch of money. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. Just start off with a 1 or 2 stops per day. That's what I remember when Sam first told me. I was telling him just do 1 or 2 stops per day, and he wanted to do a bunch of stops. He wanted to do a bunch of stops because he said, "Hey, I'm different than every." This way he told me. He said, "I'm different than everybody else. The blueprint, I can't follow the blueprint because I have to pay for somebody. He had to actually pay. He actually had to pay for CSR starting out because he had to have somebody call the customers and talk to the customers for him. He said, "Hey, I gotta have somebody CSR starting out. Hey, I'm different than everybody else, so I got to get out here and get a bunch of them." Now, so no, it's enough money doing 1 or 2 stops for you to pay your CSR and get your skills set up, and before you know it, you can be doing 4 or 5, and you won't even know you got CSR. And at first he was a little leery, but he stuck with it, and he told me back, "Yeah, you're right, it worked." Doing a 1 or 2 and got his skills set up, and it worked. I'm gonna read a little bit of what we got going on in the chat. And like I say, if you like to come on to the uh, and talk, that's a link if you like to come in. Melly Mel, I've been looking forward to this conversation. Yeah, thanks, Melly Mel. I've been looking at you. You've been doing great things out there, Mel. What's going on, DCNL? All right. Say, hey, how you doing, Uncle Mike? All right. Miguel Gomez. Hey, it's Miguel from Florida. Shout out. Hey, how you doing, Miguel? Bowling Genesis. We'll be calling at that time tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Okay, yeah, call in. Call in. What's going on, BK from the Rockies? What's up, Terry, the electrician? Still enjoying those videos y'all putting out. I really, really like it. All right. Arzu Nuzu. Okay. Yeah, I've done 7. I'm kicking myself now for it, but I'm doing 7 tomorrow. Bowling Genesis, Peach fam. Okay. Untamed Kango. Howdy, folks. How you doing? Yep, service fee, labor, parts, markup. Yeah, it's great, and you ain't got to spend a lot of money. Like I said, all you got is about $10 in parts. You got about $10 in parts. That's it. Salute '05 line. Say salute to Grandmaster Mike and ABC fam. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, O Fix? Okay, DCNF. So my anchor customer just scheduled for her semi-annual dryer vent cleaning for her beauty salon. Okay, there you go. Subline Lifestyle. What's up, Mike? I signed up for the live event. I already bought the courses. Tomorrow, you bet it's a link that says hands-on live event. You click on that folder, and they send you to the link, and you better choose which one you want. You better choose from the January to February. Okay. Yep. Miss Ward, and Lamar and Terry are doing some great things with those interviews. And yeah, that was a great interview DCNF done. Bowling Genesis, very true. Okay. Submarine Lifestyle. Mike, will you be doing Seal System at live event? Yeah, but you get an introduction, but I'm gonna have a special Seal System class for it's gonna be an advanced class because what happens, you all come to the hands-on live event for me to show you the Seal System and spend as much time as I spent on it the last couple of ones and knowing that you're not going to be doing them until 6 months to a year out once you get going, we're going to spend a lot more time on the refrigeration, diagnosing, and identifying the problem. You still have the seal system course in the appliance boot camp, and then from there we'll have a hands-on live event strictly for seal systems that we'll go really deep into the seal systems for those who are ready to start doing seal systems. But if you just starting out in appliance repair, you want to get a thorough working knowledge of refrigeration before you jump into the seal system part. So you're gonna get better served doing the refrigeration, and have a brief overview of what's going on in the seal system. But you're gonna eventually 6 months to 6 months to a year after you get going. That's usually about the time you're ready to dabble into the seal system part. 89 Dr. Funk. What's up, family? I thought you were coming on at 8. Yeah, I'm coming on a little early because same thing. Like I say, we got family and friends. This we're doing stuff for the holidays. They in the holiday mode, and we're going out to eat again today. So okay, somebody like you did go over it. Brazen doing the live. Yeah, yeah, we went over the brazen, how to recover, and how to charge up a unit. Okay. Terry the electrician preach. I ain't 60 yet, but I'm definitely tired of addicts and crawl spaces. Yeah, that was the thing I used to hate about electrical work. Crawling into attics and going into crawl spaces. I actually hated it. Um, but yeah, appliance repair is good because you're gonna be when it's cold outside, you're in the heat. When it's hot outside, you're in the air conditioning. Uh, Yep, yep. Terry being some wild spaces doing that stuff. Yep, appliance repair is hard work, but it's so rewarding. So rewarding. They networking. Terry, these 54-year-old knees ain't trying to hear it no more. There you go. Scotty Solutions. Uncle Mike, explain detail about what had to happen to retire after 2 years. Oh, it's in the appliance boot camp, the blueprint. What happened after 2 years? Uh, I started appliance repair. Appliance repair took off. I had enough work where I can get me two subs. Once I got two subs, it takes two subs for you to actually be able to replace your salary. So those two subs go out and do work. Each one of my trucks makes about 125, 150 per year. So I get two subs, and if I pay those two subs 70, start off about 60 to 75,000 per year, which is great money. I get to keep about 70,000 in my pocket or more, and from there, if I got two subs, I got my 150,000 a year, and I ain't got to do anything. And that's all it is. And then it becomes really easy then because then I really work about maybe 2 hours per day when I got my subs. What I do first thing in the morning from 8 until about 10. I set up the new calls that come in. I put them into my sales spreadsheet. I have an automatic caller that go out and call all the customers. The customers go online and reschedule. The work orders they had from the night before, I go through, order all the parts, and ship the parts to the customer house. Um, and that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm usually done about 10 o'clock, and then from 10 until about 5 or 6, I'm actually then I was working on my real estate. I would actually go out and one time I was trying to play the guitar. I spent a lot of time trying to play guitar. I spent a lot of time with other investors, going out and seeing what they're doing, learning about different opportunities. That was it. I was just out here pretty much retired. I've been pretty much retired, and where I could go out here then, because that's I'm able to meet with the town officials during the day, meet with the business owners during the day. That's where we have our meetings and stuff during the middle of the day. That's when I'm able to find deals because somebody hit me up and say, hey, somebody hit me up last week. I'm not going to do it. I decided I'm not going to do it. Even though I did, it's funny. I hit a lick and I got some cash that should be coming in on a couple of different angles. I hit a lick on a couple of different things. and I got some cash that's coming in, and I'm selling. I decided I was going to sell my building downtown Selma. As soon as I said that, I hit a lick. I got the cash that I need. I could go ahead and fix it. So I said, damn, I should go ahead and keep that and fix it. But then I got a call from a guy who wants to sell me a car. Well, the guy that car washes his laundromat got broken into. He's tired. The deal fell through with the guy that was going to buy it from him. He reached out to me, asked me could I meet him out there. I said yes. I go out there and meet him. I thought he wanted to get him fixed. He offered me to sell me the building. He wanted to sell it for a great price. I've thought about it, and I thought about buying it. I can get the car wash and the laundromat from him. Right now, he gets about he gets $1,000, right at $1,000 a week off the car wash, and right now he's not getting anything off the laundromat. Up until prior to them coming in destroying his laundromat, he was getting maybe $1,400. He said a week off his laundromat. But since they destroyed it, he's not getting anything. He wants to get out and get his cash and and move on. So I spent some time there working, thinking about how I could work that deal, looking at stuff, different angles, talking to people who have car washes and stuff, just trying to get a feel of how that works. So I had that, and then from there, I got the I went over to Mike's place and looked at his stuff. From there, Mike and I have been conversating. We're doing some things together, so I get to hang out with Mike. Now I'm thinking about doing some more stuff with Mike. Next week, I'm going out to Rocky Mount, look at some stuff over there that they got going on that I think will work with Mike. Also talking with Slick. I might be able to work with some stuff Slick got going on his property. I'm talking to my best friend who got trailers. I got to talk to him. My best friend who have trailers over in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Some stuff that Slick would like to get from him. Linking those two up, and then then later on today I went back to my friend Eric place that does the military stuff. He finally got somebody who's ready to come in and rent that. So we're going to be rebuilding his commercial ovens and stuff there for the government people to come in. So that's what my day is. They call me, I go there, we talk. We talk business all day. And then I come here and do the live event. I come in and do my show. And that's pretty much where my day goes all day. And from me just running around in those circles, and I actually make money that way. I make money because things pop up. I want some raw land. To be honest with you, right now I see Mike, I see Slicks, I see Humble Leader. I always wanted some raw land, so I want some raw land. And like I say, I got 2 or 3 licks that came through right at the end of the year. That I'm going to be pretty stacked with some cash going into next year. And with that, I might if I don't get the price that I want on that building, I might finish that building, and I'm going to be looking for me some raw land to join those guys. I want some raw land too, so I want to join in with those guys. But so that's what happens. Just get you 2 subs. Once you get you 2 subs, you start looking to put that money someplace. Put that money into real estate or into another business or something that can actually keep you moving, so that you don't have to have it. You don't have to work anymore. The ladies probably enjoyed the conversation too, Mike. Yeah, they did. They did. They did. It was a great time. It was a great time. All right, and that's the link if you want like to come on to the show. Is that the number we can reach you on? Yeah, that's the number you reach me at on Wednesdays. So if you call tomorrow between 1 and 4 Eastern Standard Time, that's the time you can reach me at. Yeah, be careful what you ask for. When those calls start rolling in, you have to be ready. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You have to be ready when these calls start coming in. Okay. Bowling Genesis. How do you go about servicing restaurants? I like the time frame of working after hours. Hey, a restaurant is easy. Just take your card, just walk it. When you go get something to eat, just walk into any restaurant and say, "Hey, I'll fix appliances. Here go my card." There's always something broken in a restaurant. Always something broken in a restaurant. Always. So yeah, a restaurant is not hard getting no work in. Just when a restaurant is broken, it's not when you coming. You got to be on the way there when it breaks, because they lose the money or if something breaks. Uh, like for instance, if the refrigerator go down, they get an inspection. They get knocked on it. You got when that breaks, you got to be heading that way. So restaurants, if you're gonna be doing restaurants, be ready to be on call 24 hours. Ain't no such thing. I'll be there tomorrow or something like that. No, you coming. A lot of times they want you to come after hours when cause they don't want you in the way, especially when they're cooking and during the busy time. They want you there after hours, like you saw I was doing with my cousins and all them. Going there after hours. That's what you're gonna have to do in a restaurant. But it's good money in a restaurant. Yep, they do go fast. Those calls go fast. The business decision to choose this industry very wise. Yeah, it is. It is. It's one of these industries that you don't have to do a lot of marketing on. You don't. It's one of these industries where you got a huge demand for our services. It's not. It's something you can do later on in life. It's not something taxing that requires a lot of physical strength. So you could actually be 65, 70, 80 years old if you're in fairly decent health, and you can still go out and repair appliances and make good money in it. Okay, Terry, the electric facts. I'm saying facts. I turn down way more work than I do. I'm out here trying to do 10 calls a day. Yeah, he ain't out here trying to do 10 calls a day. That's all of us. And that's the honest to God truth. We turn down more work than we do. Just don't have it. As a matter of fact, it's funny. Uh, it's funny. Some of the guys that have came through appliance boot camp, especially Valerie. I want to thank Valerie. Valerie always sending us work. And she can't get to it, and she always want to send me work, but we totally booked. And so now she sends me a bunch of compressors. Every time they go to an LG, she send them to me. I send them tell the people to call me for the LG compressors, and so Valerie is always sending us a lot of work, because she's booked out so much, and she said, "Hey, I'll send it to you," and so I give it out to some other guys and stuff. But everybody's just so busy. Everybody's just so busy. So yeah, we people just send it. They're calling. She said, "No, call Sneed. He'll come out here and do it." And people call, and it's just wow. Give me a second. Hey, I'm on the live. Let me hit you right back. No, it's an emergency. Go ahead. Okay, that's enough for your dad. But he might still have it. You might want to ask him, unless you just want the new one. We go ahead and pick it up. Bye. Okay, that's my wife. But anyway, what I was going to say, she done threw me off about this Christmas. We have to do Christmas, and her dad loves to cook a turkey, but I have to supply all the peanut oil and all that stuff. That's just telling me go buy him some peanut oil, but I just had bought some for him for Thanksgiving. I told him to keep using that. He only done one turkey, but she want me to give him a new thing of peanut oil. So anyway, but yeah, nobody out here trying to do no 10 calls a day. I know I'm not. I want to do my 5 calls, get back home, and have and enjoy life. Uh, I'm not taking. He's not taking the jab. Leonard D. Yoder. Okay. Kennard, I need help with setting prices for jobs. What are you doing? If you're doing a third party warranty, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to be charging 150 $125 per time you go out. And so if you go out and diagnose 125, go put the part on 125. Once you get good, you get the first call complete. Every completed call is 250. So every time you complete a call through a third party warranty call, you bill them 250. Outside of doing a tub burn or doing a compressor. If I'm doing a tub burn, I'm gonna charge them $500. They gotta supply the parts. All the repairs I do for third party warranty companies, that's just labor. That's not me supplying the parts. They're gonna supply the parts. If I got to change go into the seal system, um, it's gonna be. I'm doing some of them now 850 again, but 850 to 1500. 850 because believe it or not, I got my body done got used to it now, and I'm kind of picking and choosing. I'm doing ones close to the house. If they're close to the house, I'll do it for 850. If I gotta go out to Cary and Durham or Raleigh, it's gonna be 1500. But if somewhere right in my little area near home, I'll do it for 850. Yeah, please hit the like button. And also, if you hadn't already, sign up for the, if you hadn't already subscribed to the channel. We get a lot of people who watch the channel who's not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel and suggest it to your friends and family if it works. Especially this holiday season, if everybody's sitting around, tell them about your new thing, appliance repair. Like I said, I always get beat up by it, but it's starting to get a lot better now. It's starting to get a lot better with the discussions. So yeah, if y'all sitting around this Christmas and stuff, just tell people about your newfound business in appliance repair. Um, and just let them know how things are going with your business and stuff. Now, entrepreneurship, especially now in the African American community, it's the end thing. Everybody wants to do it now. It became like rapping. You know, everybody wanted to rap. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur now. So now people are a little bit more open to talking to you about entrepreneurship. It's not like it was 15, 20 years ago, where you was an idiot to think about working your own, starting your own business. It's funny. I don't know if you all remember the interview that Dame Dash done on the Breakfast Club about 15 years ago, where he was telling them about entrepreneurship and stuff. And you remember the DJ Charlemagne and Envy and them, man, you stupid, you crazy. They arguing with them back and forth. Don't listen to them. There ain't nothing wrong with having a job. Now you come now. Envy is always now this entrepreneur telling people they don't need no job. They need to have that whole thing. Trying to say the same thing that Dane was trying to tell them 15, 20 years ago. But that's the way I am now with entrepreneurship and stuff. The same people that I was telling back then, and I was getting that same reaction with people arguing and wanting to fight you because of appliances, because of you trying to teach them about entrepreneurship. Now they're the same ones now who are talking about entrepreneurship and wanting to do something. So now if you have I'm saying that now to say people are a lot more receptive of you actually talking about entrepreneurship and stuff. They don't get so defensive and whatnot. So now you can actually have those conversations and start having them with your kids and stuff like that. So they're starting on about entrepreneurship because like even the high school kids, I'm actually surprised. They always want to talk to me. The kids that work in the ice cream parlor, they always want to talk to me about entrepreneurship, about how I got. They want to know my story, how I got started in business. It's funny they ask me all the time. You always had money. I said no. I was dead broke when I first came into business. I was dead broke, so they want to know do I always have money? Just how this thing works. Yeah, so this holiday, talk to your family and friends about entrepreneurship, and they enjoy it, especially the younger kids. The older people kind of fight you and push back a little bit, but the younger kids they're gonna enjoy it. They enjoy it. They enjoy the conversation. They it makes a great deal of conversation when you start telling them the stuff that you know and start to educate people. And like a man, like I say, I'm thinking about my journey through this thing with entrepreneurship and where it has taken me through. And I got, like I say, this whole holiday season, we've just been having a great time, and 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 I'm looking at you all having a great time, and you all are doing it, man, and having and doing great things, and it's good to see that, especially when how can I say this, when people try to paint that everything is just so bad, that everybody everything is so bad and everybody's struggling, and people ain't gonna make it, and people are gonna be breaking in your houses and stuff. And every day I get to I get to come on to the internet and I see you all winning. I get to hear about the great things. I not hear about. I get to see the great things that you all are doing. That just pushes all that stuff away. They're saying, hey, this is a way you can go to actually have that abundant life that we always talked about in church. That you can actually come here and live this abundant life. I don't know if life could get much better than this right now. I just don't know if life could get much better than this right now. No, when my daughter go back to school, they get a lot better because then my wife and I got our Sunday afternoons back to ourselves again. But life is good, man. Life is right now. Life is great, man. It is great, and I don't know if it can get much better than this. Even yesterday, I had to go pay tuition for my daughter, and it was great to go in there and have. If you didn't see, you saw the same thing I tell you all. Those bands. I stacked the bands to go pay her tuition, and I go there and you saw the picture, and I take them to the bank and pull out those bands and count them off, and tuition paid for. And I want everybody to be able to do that, where tuition is not a burden. Even the same thing with I finally got my tax bill and my penalty thing, but to know that I can pay it, that I'm gonna be able to pay it and not have no burden about it. Even my accountant, it was funny. My accountant was like, "Do you want to set up payments and this and that?" And I said, "Nah." I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pay it." I didn't know they gave me 60 days, so they gave me 60 days. I said, "Man, I've been a double this twice before it's time to go pay it." So I told my accountant, "Now I'm just gonna cut the check and I pay it. I pay it all in one swoop." And it's because of appliance repair that I'm able to do it. Mainly because of those LG compressors. LG has really paid for all this stuff, but I'm able to do all that. And I want you all to have that same feeling, to have that joy. DCNF said Dame Dash is that dude. Shout out. Yeah, Dame Dash is, man. He is. He was living over in Cary for a while. And I was hoping prior to that, he was living in Cary um, when he done that thing with the Breakfast Club, and I knew somebody that was kind of hanging out with him, so I was going to try to hook up with him because at that time and try to meet him. But soon after that, he moved back out to California, and he hasn't been back out to Cary. So he was living out here for a while. He had a house out in a neighborhood I know, in Mooresville, really, on the lake and stuff. And I wanted to catch up with him then. Borland Genesis. Is 30 to 45 days a reasonable time frame to expect to start earning consistent income? Yeah, it is. And like I say, don't get so don't get. I know it's easy for somebody who say who might not have financial difficulties at this time. I don't know if you got financial difficulties at this time, but don't get caught up on the money. The money is going to come. The money is going to come. Don't rush yourself worried about the money. The money is going to come. Money is not going to be a problem for you in this industry right here. What's going to be a problem for you is going to be those schematics. It's going to be that multimeter. It's going to be the trade. That's where the first hurdle is going to come. So get past that first. Once you pass that hurdle of the trade, then you're going to come to the hurdle of the business part. And that's an ongoing thing that's constantly, you're going to constantly be learning. And that's the hardest part. So if you focus on those two things, focus on the trade first, then focus on the business part of it second, then the money is just a byproduct of doing those things correctly. Don't focus on the money. You focus on the money, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, and you're gonna be out here messing people's stuff up. You're gonna mess your name up. You're gonna have to be moving out the town every 30 days and whatnot because you're gonna be focusing on the money. Don't focus on the money. Focus on the trade, and then focus on the business part of it, being more efficient, finding your niche, finding what you like and don't like. Like some people find out they don't like to do seal systems. Valerie don't like to do seal systems, even though they could. They just don't like to do it. So you what's it called? Just focus on learning the trade. Then after learning the trade, you focus on learning the business part of it, and you'll be good. And the business part of business is universal. So meaning that the same way you run a business here, you run it all across the world. Some of the laws and stuff are different, but the principal foundation of it is the same, and the foundation in every business is the same. So if you learn how to run your appliance repair business, then you can easily pop over into an ice cream parlor. You can easily pop over into real estate. You pop over into anything because you got a foundation of business. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what decent enough. Yeah, you can't wait that long to get paid. You be broke. Okay, Bowling Genesis. I'm just setting realistic expectation and goals. I'm about to flood the gates open, but want to be prepared. Uh, when you say uh, when you say you're gonna flood the gates open, what are you gonna do to flood the gates open? Bowling Genesis. I'm interested in that. What are you gonna do? And do you know the trade first? Do you know the trade? And what are you gonna do to flood the gates open? 89 Dr. Funk. Did the cashier at the college look at you strange, paying cash to them like laugh out loud? Too many folks can't. Yeah, yeah. What happens because I pay cash and it's more than $10,000. What they have to do then, they gotta take your photo. They gotta take your driver's license, and then from your driver's license, they gotta take a photo of you, and then they're gonna make you fill out what's your occupation. So they make you do all that because of the government now. You bring in more than $10,000. So they do have to handle that different. And so they asked me what's my occupation. I said I don't know, self-employed. So maybe they thinking that you're a drug dealer. I don't know. And it's funny. I was talking to Mike, the plumber, and what's it called? He just what's it called? He just purchased the land, and and I think he had to. I ain't gonna put his amount that he put out there because that's personal. But the same thing, he had to have a large sum of cash. Uh, he had to have some. He didn't have to have cash, but he had to have a large sum of money to purchase this land, and he was doing it with cash. And the guy told him he said he said he felt some type of way because he didn't know if the guy was trying to play him because of being African American or what. But the guy told him, say, hey, you're gonna have to what's it called? If you're gonna do this, you need to bring this amount of money to the closing table with cash, and you got to be accountable for it. You gotta have we gotta have a paper trail to account for it. And Michael, like, what are you talking about? It's coming from a business. Yeah, I can account for it. You can see what's coming in, and but stuff like that he felt like they were just because you're African American. We want to have a place where you can account for your cash that you want to bring. And so that's kind of what happens when you go there and you pay cash for it at the school. Now, if I was to write a check, I'm pretty sure a lot of people write checks for their kids' tuitions and stuff like that. But old Mike Sneed, he's doing it the old fashioned way. Maybe I take it up there in a tube shop next time, or a Crown Royal bag. I'm doing it the old fashioned way. I'm taking cash up there, taking 5 stacks up there when I go. All right. Okay. Okay, all right, there you go. Terry the electrician. Sound business principles will always work, no matter who you are or where you are. The key is to work with the principle, not against it. There, no doubt, no doubt. That's the honest to God truth. A9 Dr. Funk. I realize that it's easier for me to do repairs. I want to learn seal systems, but I don't need. Yeah. You don't need it. I didn't. I just started back doing them. I ain't been doing them for 15 years. I just started back doing them, and I still don't really like doing them. To be honest with you, I don't really like doing them. I much rather do the repairs. And halfway in the middle, if something goes wrong, if I gotta change that evaporator, I hate it. I hate it. If I gotta do it, especially if the evaporator is that it's going to be one of these French doors, and I got to pull the bottom drawer and try to crawl in there. I hate it. I hate it. I was talking more in terms of another Oh, okay. Um, I don't know the trade, some of the concepts. I'm just asking questions as just being exposed to this information. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, what you want to do, if you get into trade, um, I'm going to always push appliance boot camp. I know that works, especially if you're going to get in and you're going to start your own business. Now, if you say you want to go work for somebody and get a job, then other places that I would recommend that you go to that's better suited at getting you a job for somebody. But if you're going to get in and want to start your own business, I suggest that you purchase Appliance Boot Camp. From there, follow the blueprint, and you follow that blueprint. Don't be rushing. Don't rush it. It's going to work. It's like you planting a seed. You don't plant it today. Plant a seed today, then go out there tomorrow morning thinking you're gonna have some string beans. You gotta give it time to germinate. You gotta give it time to come up and sprout out the ground, and then start to bloom and then bear the fruit. That's the same thing with your business. You don't start a business today, then expect tomorrow you're gonna be out here making all this type of money, this, that. You're not. If you got something that's growing that fast, you're gonna have problems. Just like if a child or hit a growth spurt and grows a lot of grows real fast in a short amount of time, most of the time they have a lot of physical problems. Same thing with your business. If your business is not controlled growth and just grows real fast, you're gonna have a lot of problems you're gonna have to fix. So just take the time, learn the trade. The money is not going to be a problem. Trust me, the money is not going to be a problem. There's just too many people. That's the other thing too. When I'm talking to the guys who's on the fence, there's just too many people y'all have seen come through here. Baseball, y'all seen them from the beginning of their journey to the end, to where they're at now, and it's just a short period of time. 1 or 2 years is very short. And during that 1 or 2 years, those 1 or 2 years will go so fast, and in the midst of those 1 or 2 years, you having so much fun, man. You having so much fun building your business. You got money in your pocket all the time. You're not gonna be broke anymore. Cause every day you're gonna come home with a couple of $100 in your pocket. Then you're gonna wake up the next morning and you're gonna have direct deposits from Square. You're gonna have direct deposits from third party warranty companies. You're gonna always have some money. Matter of fact, you come in like here. I come in, got 2 checks waiting on me. No, you always gonna have some money coming in. Always gonna have somewhere you can be picking up money. So money is not gonna be a problem. What's gonna be a problem is getting things organized and learning the trade. Scottish Solutions. Were you able to help the ABC family member that was struggling and was going to stop repairing? Maybe not doing the right marketing. No, I reached out to him and we talked, but that's more so something he got going on with his wife. His wife right now doesn't want to go through the business, so he's taking a break with his wife right now. Hey, what's up, Slick?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
No, what happened?
Bro,
Uh huh.
this business you got us in,
Uh huh.
Hey man, this the wrong business.
They don't need to get in it.
I'm tired, boy. I'm so tired.
Well, I thought it was Christmas time, man.
Man, I'm busted and bruised. I'm trying to run appliance call, build a house, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I haven't even went Christmas shopping yet. You been Christmas shopping?
Oh no, I ain't bought one thing, bro.
Me either. I got 7 calls tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to go Thursday and grab something.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Everybody just getting $100.
Hey, yo, I better. I thought about the same thing. I got the money on the dresser to go buy. I don't feel like going out here doing. I thought about doing the same thing. Just say you go buy what you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't got no envelope for them. Just
To
I
put in their
I got
hand.
I ain't got to go to the bank. I got hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
go there and grab everybody 100.
yeah. Just grab everybody 100. Hey,
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do the
yeah.
old school way. Go buy a carton of cigarettes and bust them open. Give them everybody a pack of cigarettes and a $100 bill and tell 'em Merry Christmas.
Man, look, I ain't even going nowhere Christmas Day. I ain't going to visit. I'm gonna ride the road, see my mom and daddy, my aunt.
Uh,
That's it, man.
yeah.
Yep. I ain't even getting ready to get into all that because you know all these people that I used to give Christmas gifts
Uh-huh.
ain't never one of them people help me put on no element or nail no boards up, man. I'm cutting everybody off.
They ain't been over to your place to help you do anything.
Nah, man. I, everybody, hey, congratulations to everybody happy, but hey, man, I'm heading over here. I'm getting ready to I'm getting I'm, I'm getting ready to chop down some trees, getting ready to cut down some trees and move this. Yeah, yeah, man, that's nice. All right, I'll holler at you. No, nobody want to work. You know what I'm saying? And but I love the business still. I today was another day I planned off. I'm in the house working. The lady called say, "Hey, I got a Samsung dryer. I already ordered the Element thermofusion thermostat. My brother tried to put it on. He got it took apart, but he can't figure out how to get the front off." She said, "Will you come do it?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And so I left the house, went and did that, and came back. And it was cold all day here. It's cold and rainy
Oh
all
man,
day
it's
here.
cold. My feet ain't warmed up yet, man.
Yeah, but I work. I've been working, in that
Mm.
non-temperature controlled environment. And I was just thinking, I said, man, we working. The house ain't never too cold, never too hot.
Uh,
You know, we ain't never under the house. We ain't never uh slipping and falling through the doggone uh floor joist and busting your ass.
uh,
We ain't never got to do that. I did that twice.
uh,
All this, and these people they don't. This guy he ain't even getting. You know, he working slow. He's 72 years old, but
uh,
he he don't even know his whole day. What I'm paying him for the whole day, for the whole week. We making. We can make it half a day.
right. Yep, yep. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't even mind that he working slow no more, man. It used to piss me off. Then you know what I said? I said, man, this guy out here, he doing all this hard work and all this stuff like that, and
Uh-huh.
all I got to do is go put on the a drain pump. I said, I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna say nothing else to him.
Yep, I used to do that with my with the guys that used to be working on my houses and stuff. I go do service calls, and it'll take me about 2 service calls to pay for them to work a day. So I
Yeah,
always look at it. I do 2 for them, then I do 3 for me.
yeah. I only thing is, man, my guys they don't move when I ain't there, so
Oh,
I have to constantly pop in. You know, constantly pop in or stay
mm.
there all day with them to get a lot of stuff done. Because if I ain't there, man, they just work so slow.
Yeah. What I started doing, I started paying them per project and per job. So I tell them I give you this amount of money to do this part of the job. And if you can do it in one day, good. Do it in 2 days, good. This all the money y'all getting, and that way it works. Say, hey, you got to take down that chimney. fireplace, I'm gonna pay you $150 to do it, and you throw all the bricks in the back of the truck and all that. You can, take you 2 days or 3 days or one day or 1 hour. It don't matter. This is what I'm gonna pay
Yeah. Hey, Terry said I can't bush hog and change the burn in the same day. Let me tell you something. I I don't change tub burns, but I
you.
but I do be bush hogging and doing appliance work in the same day. Like the lady house man. Look, I was there this morning. I was at the house this morning. I'm dirty as I don't know what, right?
Uh-huh.
So I go home, change clothes to go run this call right fast, right?
Uh-huh.
I get to this lady house. You know what this lady got in her house?
Well.
Two pot belly pigs. This is in her house now,
Uh-huh.
and I changed the dry element, but of course the vent was all the way
Uh-huh.
stopped up. But it was a trailer, so all I had to do was reach my hand in there and pull that shit up.
Uh-huh.
I said, here I am going to change clothes, get this
Then she got pigs in
sawdust off me, and here she got two. I ain't talking about no baby pigs.
the
Two big ass pigs in the house.
Yep.
And so here I am. I thought to myself, here I am trying to change clothes to look clean for a customer. I get there, she got two pigs in her house, man. I said, I try to tell people all the time, my life is strange, man. I see the strangest stuff,
Mm.
but it's pretty good, man. I can't complain. Anytime I can leave, go make a couple $100, come back and take the money that I just made, pay the guy for the whole day, and I pay him every day because
Yeah, you gotta pay them that every day. Yep,
yeah,
you got to.
yeah, every day they if I don't pay them, they ask for it. So I mean
Yep, yep.
that's just I don't know. That's just the nature of the business or something. I guess I don't know.
I ain't figured out. I used to pay them every day. Then it got to the point I had to pay them twice a day. I had to pay them at lunch because they wouldn't have nothing to eat for lunch. I had to pay them at the end of the day.
Hey, bro. I mean, I can't complain though because they're doing a lot of hard work and
Yeah,
they ain't really charging me a lot of money.
yeah.
And I I, I don't like that. This appliance repair really teaches you humbleness, right?
Uh huh.
Really, really teaches you humbleness and how to deal with most type of people.
Mm,
Uh, and it really taught me how to deal with that type of person. Because normally when I'm working, I like to make progress. 30 minutes go by, you can see what happened in that 30 minutes, right?
right.
But not them. You know,
No, they
uh,
got milk the clock.
yeah,
You got to get enough to got you got Christmas toys they got to buy. So you got
yeah.
to get three
So
days out of this.
yeah, so but it taught me how to deal with those people, and watching watching what you do and how you deal with people too.
Mm,
How you dealt with your subs. I
mm,
it appliance repair will really it really makes you humble, but it really makes life. It brings things really in perspective. Like you take it. They knocked off at 4. I knocked off at 3:30. I said, okay, y'all clean it up, lock the door. Hey, I see y'all in the morning.
yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
all right. Because I know they're gonna cheat. I know they ain't gonna do nothing for the last 30 hours,
Uh-huh,
30 minutes. They ain't gonna do nothing.
uh-huh.
So it ain't no need for me to stay on them. Hey, let's get
Right.
this done. Just give them some breath.
Yeah, yeah.
And and but what I did after that, I had to go get my. I told you about it, but the tire for the tractor trailer was blown, so I had to go get that tire
Uh-huh.
and run it to and try to take it out there. That guy ain't home.
Mm.
It's just my life's so strange, man. Yeah, but I ain't broke. And
right.
and look, if I was broke, I could just take one of these calls that these warranty companies call me all day long.
Man, I was just ready. You called me this morning after we went out on vacation. I was gonna call you all and say y'all must have went on. Everybody must have went on hold or something. Because now people shouldn't be calling. Everybody should be going on vacation.
Oh, I don't answer
Man,
the phone.
it's crazy right now.
Yeah, I don't answer because if I answer the phone, you can't hardly say no when you know there's that much money involved, right? So
yeah.
you have to make up your mind to not answer the phone, to not run, go do this, run, go do that, and man, that's just so crazy right now. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah. You gotta have your plan and your schedule.
yeah,
Otherwise, they have you stressed out like I was last week. Last week trying to get Mr. Glenn open, trying to get my cousin restaurant and all. I said I told my wife and them. I said that was it after last week. After that, I'm focusing on my stuff. That was my last one. After that, if somebody got to do something, I'm gonna give them the number to a contractor. And say, man, you got to call this contractor. I can't do it no more.
well, I mean, so it's the end of the year, right? And
Uh
I
huh.
really had a plan to be a little further along, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm behind schedule. So, like you say, hey, I'm doing me for the next couple days, and I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing this every other day thing, and it's really working out. Except the days I do the construction, man, I hurt myself out there, man. I'm bruised. And I
Yeah.
said, man, I need, I, I can't if I can leave him up there like Terry say, pay him by the job. You say pay him by the job,
Uh huh.
but when you're working on the house, when you're working on the old house, the job changes sometimes. Like I had a whole girdle that was termite ate up. So what
Uh huh. Uh huh.
so now the job changed.
Yeah.
So uh, I mean,
Now, see,
I,
that's one of the things. Once we get past that part where decisions have to be made. Now, something like that, like you say, you got girder, termites ate up. I like to get past those parts because I don't want to leave them there making no decision because they'll rig something up and cover it up. Now, find it later and I have to work 2 or 3 times to fix it. But once we get past that part, and I know that I can leave them and they can't mess nothing up.
well, I mean, I'm almost to the point that I got the sheeting down, floor sheeted up,
Mm-hmm.
bunch of a bunch of sheetrock repairs because we had to jack the ceiling up and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So we pretty much at that point. But I don't know how to pay. Paying them by the job. I
Well,
don't know,
if
man.
they working out like that, that's fine. You'll get to a point where you be able to leave them for 4 or 5 hours and come back, and just tell them say, hey, when I come back, we need to get this done today, and so when I come back, I'll be back in 3 or 4 hours. And they might sit around for an hour or 30 minutes on their phone when you first leave, but if you tell them what time you're gonna be back, and you want to have this done, they'll get it done.
Okay, okay, I get that.
That's the thing they had to get. I had to get past them messing with their phone because that used to bother the phone and the radio. No, they used to burn me up. They used to, one time before the cell phones got real popular. They want to they first, as soon as they get out the truck, they want to plug up the radio. I'm like, man, get the material and stuff in there first. They want to get the radio turned on. And but now, what bothers me when I go in there and they'll work 2 minutes and look at the phone for three. Work 2 minutes, look at the phone for three.
Yeah, I ain't got nobody like that. Thank God. I'd probably fire them. Like,
Yeah, you got to get used to it because that's all of them. They work for 2 minutes, then they got to look at the phone for 3 minutes.
well, I tried to hire some young guys, and
Uh-huh.
nobody wanted to work.
Nah, they
And
don't.
yeah,
Who would?
so I mean,
Nobody wants to work.
it was hard. I always say I ain't gonna beg you and pay you, right?
Uh-huh.
And I
Uh-huh.
still stand by that. I still stand by it because I ain't begged nobody yet and paid them.
Uh-huh.
But because I know if you beg somebody, then you there, they gonna eat you, man. It's just gonna be bad from the beginning, and
Uh-huh.
I just don't. I don't want to start off bad and end up bad too. So
Uh-huh.
I've been staying away from that. But uh, my man said that we cash out on the houses or finance them. I say cash, man. I ain't, you know, I don't know. I don't, no, I ain't buying no. What I'm buying is so cheap.
Hold,
It's so
hold, hold,
run
hold,
down.
hold, hold, stop right there, Slick. You just said what now?
What I buy, they so cheap, man. I can't.
That's gonna be relative, cause that's what I used to think. See what happened? That's another thing this appliance repair business will do. It'll change your perspective on money. Because we looking at it, it ain't cost no, it ain't cost no money. But other people looking at it, man, that's a lot of money.
Uh, yeah. But once you get in appliance repair, man, you'll see how your perspective change on money real fast.
Yeah.
It changes fast too. You hear me? I mean, like I remember when I first started, and you know, what was $100? $100,
Mhm.
I just, before, you talk about $100 like, a little bit of dough, then $100 ain't nothing.
Mhm.
Then next thing you know, $500 ain't nothing. Then
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
thing you know, $1,000 ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's relative. So, but there are BK from Rockets. One of my favorite quotes from a friend I have, man, say, "Stay small and keep it all." Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, a one man army, make a lot of money and keep all of it, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, you got that right. But now, still though, I feel like these houses are cheap even for somebody poor. You know, yeah.
That's what I thought, man. When I was buying those houses for $3,000 and $4,000, I said they giving this. Even when I came out here buying these properties for 15,000, I said they giving it away. A poor person can buy this stuff. That's what's going through my mind. But everybody else was saying it's a lot of money.
Uh, I don't. Even before I never thought $2,000-3,000 were a lot of money though. You know, and I've been poor. I was college
Uh-huh,
poor in college.
uh-huh,
I ain't had no money, and didn't have no hopes for no money coming in. You
uh-huh.
know, so I mean, but still, I never thought 2 3 thousand. But yeah, they're giving away these houses. But uh, the reason I'm working on this one so hard right now, I got a letter from the city say, hey, oh now you own it. Hey, you got to do something with it, or we gonna fine you or tear it down because it looks
Yeah,
so bad.
yeah. Uh-huh. I'm in that
Yeah,
situation right now. You got to do something with it, or they're gonna start fining you $250 every 2 weeks.
yeah. So now I'm moving on it, but
Yeah.
it really want my plan to move on that house first.
Right.
But I don't want the problems with them because once they start getting in your life, well, it's different with you. You are the man in your town, and
So like, no, it's same. I have them too. I have them from Rocky Mount. I have them here in Selma, and I got to get moving. I got to get moving on. And some of them I don't have the right now. I don't have some of the stuff I want to do. Some of the stuff I don't have the energy, and I'm not motivated to do right now. I'd rather find something else to do with it.
well, okay. So in my case, right,
You know.
this house that I'm working on was gonna be my last project, right,
Uh huh.
and that turned out to be my first. Uh, but I had already started the ball rolling on the other projects too.
Yep.
So now I'm really in the like I feel like I got three, which I paused, but in my mind it feel like I got three things going on.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Plus,
way I was. That's the way I was 2 weeks ago. That's why I was trying to sell some stuff so I could clear my plate.
well, I don't want to sell anything, and I don't know. I just don't want to sell nothing right there. I just don't know what's coming. But I thought about putting an acre up for sale for 40,000,
Hmm.
and if it's sold, I wouldn't be mad. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind losing one because at that rate, uh, you know, that's a, almost,
Yeah,
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 you know. So I want to put it because my wife wanted. She thought that's what I was gonna do in the first place when I bought it, and
yeah.
I was like, nah, I ain't selling nothing.
Uh-huh.
And so she said, why don't we sell some and make some money off of it? I was like, nah, I'm gonna control that whole corner, you know.
Uh-huh.
uh, so I thought about still like testing the market and just put it out there.
Uh-huh.
And if I could sell one for 40, um, realistically, if I could sell all 40 for
Right? Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then I wouldn't be mad at all.
Yeah, it's funny. All of us saying the same thing. I was talking to my buddy Eric. He owns the houses right there in front of apartment complex right there in front of Westland College, and he rents it to the school. And all he does, all he got to do is just pay taxes on it. The school does all the maintenance. The school sends him a check every month. They do all the maintenance. They clean up. They have the students in it. He ain't got to do nothing. And but he saw there's another guy that's on the other side of him that has the same footprint and stuff that he has. He's selling his for 7 million, and that's what Eric. I was talking. Eric said, "Man, I said this is my retirement. I was gonna keep it, but that 7 million, he couldn't get that out of his head. So he might do the same thing." And so that's what's happening. They offering so much for this land and stuff right now that I'm thinking, I said, stuff got to come back down at some time. I might go grab some cash, get stacked up, and then wait and buy it back on the back end of it when it comes back down.
I don't know your boy. Um, yeah, strike check. They still call. So
So what?
Bowling Genesis. He asks about strike check. Strike check. Yeah, they still gonna call you. Yeah, all you gotta do is reach out to them.
Yeah,
Uh,
strike check is good.
yeah, I don't know your boy, but $7 million. That's all. You know,
Yeah, 7 million. He
that'll take a long time, month by month, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, he told me he owed 1 million on him, and he cleared like six.
So this is the thing. So you know how some people like, well, what if I sell it? Then they come in there and put a Walmart right up the road.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. That's what Mike and I were talking about that with his because they got 540 coming right by his property, and that's the thing we be talking. Do you want to develop it or do you want to save it? Because he's thinking if 540 come, what happened if Sheets come and say we want to put we want to buy this and put a Sheets on here. You hit the jackpot.
but does he have the money to develop it?
That's the thing that we're looking now with the money to develop it. For now, he has the land. We have the expertise. Now we got to figure out a way to develop it. If he wants to develop it, that's why I was thinking about um, like we were talking earlier today. And for everybody who's watching, these are conversations we have throughout the day with my friends and stuff. You're hearing how we talk. So this is what I had not talked to you about this too.
Yeah.
Uh, with in Rocky Mountain, they got this. Now everybody wants to do these little small these tiny homes, and they put them out here into the wilderness, and it's like you actually going out camping and stuff. And you don't have to have paved roads. You just have a little gravel road, a little trail. You get on a golf cart and you go out there and you can and you stay. You rent it out like an Airbnb, and people come stay the weekend. And Mike has a actual pond lake on the back of his property. Also, he has a horse ranch right there beside him. He owns half of the horse ranch, so he might could work something out with the people. Say, hey, they can rent the horses and go horseback riding on the property. A lot of stuff he could do, and don't have to sell his property. To build one of those tiny homes, we could do that in a weekend. And so what we could do in the process of us doing that course, we sell the course, and the course itself will pay for the materials for to build his tiny homes. We go on his property, build a tiny home, set them up, and we do one every 2 to 3 months. And it won't take long for us to populate his whole little area, and he can actually keep his land and actually make money off of it, renting out those spots and stuff. And then if it got to the point where he got tired of it, and after he got everything paid for, everything totally. Then he could pull those things off and sell them or do whatever, donate them. Or a sheet cane. It ain't like it when you develop it. Once you develop the houses and you start selling it, you lose your land. You make money, but you lose your land because you're selling it off to other people. That way he got to keep his land. Not like the thing Slick had talked about. It's okay if I tell what you had said, Slick?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what Slick was thinking, some the same line. Slick doesn't have he doesn't have the lake out there, but Slick has a lot of acres for hunting. So Slick was thinking about building the same thing, putting a couple of cabins out there for people to come hunting, and that's really big up there in Person County where people go hunting. And Slick was going to start, you know, can't say baiting the deer, but he'll actually go out there and throw out corn and stuff and make little shooting areas, hunting plots and stuff like that for people who come up there. And people come up there and stay all month just deer hunting or rabbit hunting. And he would rent it out that way, and that way he don't have to sell his land, and he'll actually make money off of
So what I found out, just because we calling it a tiny home,
it. Uh
in Person County, I guess.
huh. Uh
No,
huh.
this North Carolina. This North Carolina
Okay.
don't mean anything. Still got to be foundation. Still got to be everything. So
To get
we
it, to
talking.
get it, if you were going to finance it, I wonder, or if you putting it out there and making it so for somebody to come rent it. It's not no long term rental.
Well, these people were very short with me, right? So they was
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah, I'm gonna find out next week when I go up the Rocky Mountain. I'm gonna go and see how they doing theirs. I'm gonna talk to the guy.
yeah, I was dirty when I went up there too. So they 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 probably looking at me like, they probably looking at me like, they don't care what I say.
Yeah.
But what I thought about is, there's a thing between a 1-800. I ain't answering it. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So um there's there's a there's something in between a camper and a mobile home,
Uh huh.
and I think they call them park homes or something like that.
Uh huh.
They look a lot like a tiny home,
Uh
but they are on wheels. They call them park homes.
huh.
Now, I think um, you ever pass one of those RV parks?
Yeah. Yeah. What we call Mr. Mr. Braswell, the guy who used to own the where my old shop was. The guy who used to own it. He owns the trailer park. Remember the trailer park that used to be behind my old shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, he built the RV park and he sold his trailer park. He said the RV park is 20 times better. He said because there the trailer park, he had to deal with the renters all the time. So these RV parks, these guys just come in and they park their RV and they pay them every month, every day or whatever. And he ain't got to deal with nothing. If the RV broke down, that's on them. All he got to do is provide them with a water hookup, sewer, and electric.
But see that sewer, man. It's all about the sewer.
Yeah,
You can get water anywhere. You can get electric anywhere. But
yeah.
that sewer thing is slowing down. Um, will slow you down. It's not slowing me down. My ground is actually perked good. Um, but it's all about how many bedrooms you can put on a septic tank.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So, um, and your runoff, whatever runoff field you got.
Uh-huh.
So the biggest thing is the sewer. But I mean, they don't make it easy for you to find out this information, man. So I mean, I was thinking about doing like an RV situation,
Hmm.
um, where they could come set their RV up, and if I had a 5 bedroom septic tank, there should be enough for 5 RVs. And then hey, we got 5 RVs, and hey, y'all can, you know, and a lot of those people stay in the same place.
Yeah,
RVs don't move. Those people who want to live in them,
yeah.
they park them and down. And you know something else? You can
What?
own the RV and rent it out to a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know people were doing that.
There's a lot of ways you can make money. Like we were talking earlier today. There's so many ways to get to the money, man. So many ways.
I just want to get. Okay, I don't want to recreate the wheel. How do you make money when you got land? You put some out there, let some people rent. You know, that's the simpler way, the simplest way, right?
Is what?
To making money using your land. You know,
I don't
because
know. I've never done it. That's what we figuring out. I don't know.
I can't figure out an easier way. Let me say that.
Hmm.
Than just putting some place, putting putting some for somebody to rent and live.
Hmm.
You know that I feel like that may be the simplest way. However, that's not the only way. So I mean, how do you? I don't know, man. It's this thing is real confusing. It get real frustrating
But
sometimes.
that see, this is the stuff we have to go through, especially as a people. No, we have a lot of people who talk about stuff like this, getting land and what they're gonna do with and this and that. But ain't nobody ain't nobody got no they ain't got no acre and they ain't got no and they ain't putting no money into doing nothing of it. You all got the land and y'all got the money and y'all putting it out there. You all are figuring it out, and we'll find out soon, pretty soon, who knew what they were talking about and who didn't, because you all got to figure it out. And until you do what you all are doing, until you do what you and what you call Mike are doing. Now, Eric got some land too. He got some more land out there in front of Campbell that he was gonna do the same thing with. But I talked to him. He said the same thing. He said he's tired. He looking to sell. Um, so no, everybody has all these uh, things they've read and heard about. But once you start doing it, start looking at the red tape and the regulations and stuff. Until you put your money out there and go do it, we don't know. We guessing. That's why I'm excited to see you all doing
Yeah, but you know when you make a move, right?
it.
You don't want to make the second best move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what if I go out there and I put mobile homes, and the better move would have been to put tiny homes. You know, because tiny home is a home, but is a tiny home going to give you that equity in the future, or is it just more important just to get the cash flow?
But you got what's called. You got I don't know how the tiny homes will go with equity. I don't know how they appreciate. But you got 40 acres. You got I'm hoping you ain't gonna do everything all on 40. You can cut out 2 or 3 acres. And you can do a lot with 2 or 3 acres. You can do a whole lot and figure it out.
Yeah,
40
I
acres is
mean,
a lot of acres, man. That's a lot of land.
yeah. So I mean, I am going to do. This is all on the first three. That's what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about. This is
You
this
know, the
is
first
3 acres. I'm talking. Yeah, yeah. The
oh,
first
you
three
figured it
acres.
out.
Yeah, man. But I'm telling you, it's confusing as hell.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And just when you realize how far behind we are, because you realize it's supposed to be men in their 60s and 70s in our community that have done this before, that you can easily go to and they walk you right through it, what to do. But we the first
Nah.
ones doing it.
Yeah, yeah, my dad ain't short. I mean, I give my dad a lot of credit just for
Mhm.
3 jobs taking care of us,
Mhm.
you know. But he don't have no idea, you know.
Yeah, the same thing. My father, all his energy had to go to just making sure that he could put food on the table.
Yeah, and so now I got food on the table taken care of, right?
Right, right. Yeah, day to day, you got that taken care of.
Yeah, so now I got that taken care of.
Yep.
I don't know. See, some people will buy the land and just sit on it, right, and wait forever.
Hmm.
I don't think I should do that. I think I should make this land pay
Yeah,
me
you
back.
should. Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah, I'm glad I got it, but I don't want to just go run, jump, and put a house on it just because I got some land. Nah, I want this land to pay me and pay for the house that I want to put on it.
Hmm.
So, um, I'm I'm really I'm really stumbling. That's the truth. You know how you stumble through something.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
That's exactly how you doing. You the person
yeah.
who got figure it out, and then we can come back and we make all the uh, 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 we the ones that have to figure this out, then go back and teach the rest of us, the people coming behind us. We just have to be aware that we want what we call it. We'll enjoy some of it, but not like the people coming behind us. Like the same thing with the appliance repair and stuff. I stumbled through this shit for 20 some years
Oh
to
yeah,
figure out
yeah,
how to
yeah,
do
yeah.
it. But then I'm able to show you all. You all can walk right through it and enjoy it early. So that's the way it's gonna have to be with you all doing this. You know, uh, it's a learning. It's practice. That's what Mike and I was talking about. What Mike said is practice. What he's doing now, but just like what Mike said, I feel the same way. He said it's practice, but I wish I had a group of people to kind of carry the load with me. Right now, my whole back end is the one that's exposed, and that's what you're saying too. Hey, I want to do this thing, but I don't want to make the wrong move because we weak, and if we make a wrong move that's too bad, it might be hard to get back. If we get too far out there, it might be too hard to get back to the bank.
Well, I ain't doing nothing that my money won't let me do. Right,
Oh, there you go. You good then?
right. So I'm not doing anything that I got to go refinance or something that my money won't let me do. So being said, my money stopped me from doing some stuff too. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the good thing about doing it with cash and not financing, because some stuff it make you back up. So no, I can't do it. I ain't got the money to do
Yeah, because I wanted to put two commercial buildings,
it. Uh-huh.
but when I went up there, when I went to the survey, I pulled a permit form. The septic guy,
Mm-hmm.
environmental guy came out there and said, "Hey, no problem. You got everything you need for it. Your soil good. Hey, but I want you to go talk to this surveyor first because I think you're going to run into some problems."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I said, okay, well, he talked good. He talked me through it, showed me what to do. He said, so I'm gonna go check the surveyor out.
Mm-hmm.
And that what their surveyor told me I had to do to put these buildings up here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first thing he told me that I had to do, I was like, oh hell no. You talking about like a big ass paved parking lot, pumps, septic pumps and all, not no regular shit. No, I gotta get pumps and all. You know, he just threw all types of things and I gotta have a
Mm-hmm.
drainage pond.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have a plan. I gotta have a site for it was just so many
Oh,
different
oh, for the
steps.
runoff,
Yeah.
water. We start moving all the trees. Yeah, 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 yeah,
And so I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just trying to, you know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, put a appliance shop and a car shop up here. Somebody to work on cars. That's what I was planning on doing.
yeah.
But this man, he wrote, and then he said, I said, well, can I put my buildings up anyway? He's like, you can't even put a building up if ain't no dwelling on the property. I was like, what you mean? I said, it's buildings everywhere with no houses on them. And he said, nah, no, they changed it. You can't just put a building up, and you definitely can't put two. Right?
So
So he
that's
said,
why you got to fix your house so you can put your shop behind it.
but see, the house is on a whole different. The house is on two lots down,
Oh,
so it ain't even on the same lot.
yeah.
So now, um, I don't know how true this is, but I read somewhere that if you put a living space in the building,
It's a dweller.
you can, yeah, you can build a shop. So I don't know. I mean, I just want to do it the right way, but hell, they seem like they want me to do it the wrong way.
Yeah, but this, like I said, this is the stuff that you have to go through to actually figure it out. Because we think that's what somebody might would tell you. Oh, you can just put a metal building on there, buy you an acre of land. Because I was thinking the same thing one time. Just buy me a couple acres of land, put me a metal building there, and that'll be my shop. But I didn't know that what you just said. You got to have a dwelling in there, on there. You just can't throw a building on there.
Yeah. So then now, if I say it's farmland, I
Mhm.
could build whatever I want. I could
Oh,
put, yeah. I can build whatever I want as farmland. So the question is, if I rezone it as farmland and then go back and say, well, I'm gonna get change the commercial. Are they gonna make me tear these buildings down?
I don't know. What's the zone now?
Residential,
Residential.
but it was zone commercial. They changed it to residential a couple of years ago.
Mm.
But there's a commercial. There's commercial around me,
Mm.
so I don't think I have a problem getting zoned back commercial. Um, I just need to know, hey, once I rezone it as farmland,
They're gonna make the
put this.
property worth less though, ain't it? If it's farm.
Uh,
I don't
it
know.
might.
That's
It
something
might.
I would think. I would ask. Matter of fact, I gotta I asked Abdul when I meet with Abdul after Christmas. Him and I are gonna talk. I need to ask him some stuff that's going on with Mike and our what's it call. I asked him about that. How to, you got raw land. If I want to put a building, what's the best thing to do?
So I do know. Well, yeah, farmland. I can see how they value that as less. Well, I don't know if they value it as less or just you just don't have to pay as much taxes because it's farmland.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But say I put up as many accessory buildings. When you got farmland, you can put anything up you want. You can build a house if you want to. They can't nothing. You can put up anything you want on farmland
Hmm.
and skip the inspections department. But
You
when
can?
you go, yeah, but when you get it rezoned, this is what I've been told. Man. But when you get it rezoned, you know how it's gonna work. Then hey, they're gonna come in and say, well, now this ain't that. You can't use the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I might that's the only thing about the inspection departments. They're so understaffed. They ain't got time to talk to you. They real short.
and you know what? I think some of them just don't know.
You might be right too. You might be right too. It's one
Yeah,
of
I
these
think
things like they say in Congress. We need to pass a law to see what's in it. Same thing. You need to start building it so we can see what's wrong with what we got to do.
yeah. So like you say, when you go to Rocky Mountain, you go see what how those tiny homes are built, right?
Hmm.
And then I guess if you could find out who on are these things are they gaining what do you call appreciation? Are they appreciating
Uh huh.
as a house or are they
I
treating
think
them
it'll
like
be more
trailers?
like a trailer house. I don't think it's going to appreciate. I think it's going to depreciate.
Okay. So if it depreciates, then you might as well just do mobile homes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the difference.
I
You
think
call it.
I think mobile homes. I don't know the stigma behind it. I don't know. Ain't much
Uh,
difference, but I think the people you would attract, you would attract the a higher paying customer who will come out there for a weekend to sleep out there in the woods. Then
uh,
somebody you probably could get in a weekend where you when somebody come out there with their family versus what you would get with somebody you got Billy Ray and Susie Q out there fighting all day month.
but I mean, now I ain't talking about for like the weekend thing, like Michael's
Are
talking
you
about.
talking
I
about
mean,
long term rental?
yeah, because I feel like if you do it over the weekend, every weekend and somebody new come in and stuff like that, who gonna check those people in? Who gonna make sure they got all the toilet paper, and, the rags and stuff? Now you got to go clean the sheets. Now you got to wash the sheets. You got
Yeah,
somebody got
'cause
to
like we
clean it.
talked earlier today, it becomes a business. It's a business. But I was looking at more when I was looking at that. I was looking at I getting to keep my land and not having to do as much to it. I don't have to go through and put no I ain't got to put no roads in. I just gonna cut a little path and put gravel down there. Some they get golf carts. and then I do like they do in Rocky Mountain up front. I would put like a little storefront where they could come up there, and they could have like they got like a coffee shop and a beer brewery. So at night they can come up there, hang out at the beer brewery, get coffee, put me a little ice cream parlor or something up there for the kids, and just make it more like a little destination for people to come and hang out, more of a vacation thing.
Okay, but if you do that right,
Uh,
uh, somebody got to man that situation.
yeah, I would pay somebody. I wouldn't do it. I'll pay somebody to be out there doing it. But you can get high school kids to do that.
Yeah, I mean, but if you say he did this, hey, I got some land. If you can put your mobile home here, but you're gonna pay me $300 lot rent.
Then you're going back to a trailer park.
But the land is paying you.
Yeah, it's paying you. I don't know.
What
I just don't
we
want to see no trailer park on my land. That'd be like having a hog farm. I don't
hey
want to
man,
see no. I
get
don't.
off your house.
Yeah,
I forgot your last
I
name.
don't want no
I
trailer
forgot your
park on
last
my
name was
land.
Kardashian. I
Yeah,
forgot
no,
your
I
last
don't
name
want
was
no trailer
Kardashian.
park on my. I just don't want no trailer park on my land.
Okay, I didn't want no trailer park either. I got I agree with you because some of them could be run down, right?
Yeah.
But am I trying to get paid or am I trying to look like the Joneses? I'm trying to get paid.
You trying to get paid? Okay. All right.
You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want the
I just
land to
look
pay
what
me.
Humble Leader put in there too. So yeah, what's it called got the pond, but you could go. You got 40 acres. You could cut out 2 acres and dig a pond out there and stock it with some brim, catfish and stuff. Small boat shop, food trucks. There's a lot of stuff you could do out there.
Yeah, but what it cost to build a pond?
I don't know. Just I don't know. I'm guessing, but like me, I'm talking out the side of my neck. I don't know. Just get somebody with come dig out with excavator. That's about it. I don't know. I don't
Man, I've
know.
been trying to get somebody
I
with
would need
excavator.
to do that. I would maybe do like you say hunting or paint gun or something like that. But most of the people just want to get away. Maybe just cut you some trails in there where they can walk and hike.
Well, I cut trails. I
You
did
already
do
have.
that. Yeah, I cut some trails.
There you go. Just
Uh,
cut some trails.
I have this ex-military guy.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his four buddies. It's five of them.
Mm-hmm.
They want to lease my land to hunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But hunting season is only like 2.5 months.
Uh-huh.
So they not paying me enough to let them have
Yeah,
any type of
not to do
control.
anything the rest of the time.
Yeah, they said, well, we would keep it mowed now. We plant some deer stuff and
Mm-hmm.
all this type of stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did say that, but they not paying me enough to let them have any type of control
Yeah, that's
over
another
my
thing
property.
too. That's another thing. I don't want to give up control. I want to have control of it, and I want to keep it. And I just want one. If I had like you all had that much, one side I would do that. The other side I'd be on the other side, away from all of it. But
Well,
I tell you, the problem that you have is a great problem that you all have, and I'm so glad I get to witness and I get to watch you all go do it, so I can mimic you all after y'all figure it out. So I'm looking forward to seeing how y'all handle it.
yeah,
And like everybody saying, make sure you document it, man, so we can follow it on your YouTube channel. Mike is gonna be doing one too, so we can keep up with you all and see how this thing goes. And like I tell everybody, this the conversations I have throughout the day. We just brainstorming, and everybody run and go find out something, and they come back and we talk the next day about what they found out, and we gotta figure out how to do this thing.
yeah, we figuring it out, but just don't let. Hey, thank God I can talk to somebody who say, "Hey, that's stupid." You know, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. This is the worst time. This is the worst time to have somebody doubting because you don't quite know what you're doing. You know you're going the right direction. You know
Yeah,
this is something you're supposed to be doing. But if you got somebody in the back end, you stupid, you don't know what you're doing, you need to get rid of it, you in over your head. That'll drive you crazy at this point.
I'm glad I got. I'm glad I got you. Darren. Darren. You know, it's got it's got to make sense to Darren. If you
Uh-huh.
can't make it make sense to him, he ain't gonna. He ain't right.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's talking about DC enough now.
yeah. If it don't make sense, he'll let you know. He got all the right questions,
Uh,
and he real sharp with it. So I call him up and say, "Hey man, I'm thinking this." He's like, "Nah, I would do it like this." And well, brainstorming back and forth, just having somebody to bounce some
uh-huh.
real ideas, and them knowing that, hey, it's possible because, hey, if you need to go make another $1,000, go do that.
Right,
Go go
right,
go
right.
go fix you some washers and some dryers,
Yeah.
or go do your seal system. Don't turn down that seal system next time. Go do it.
Uh-huh.
Instead of transferring it, go do the seal system.
Yeah.
So anytime I get ready to do one, I can just say, hey, you know what? I'll go ahead and put that compressor in, and
That's why I went back to that 850. I had to grab some cash. So I said, oh, I jumped back down to 850. I get a bunch of them, grab some cash. Believe it, and this is something too. This is something honest. When I say, oh, I got to make some more cash, I jump back down to 850, start doing a lot more still system, start focusing a lot more on the business part of it. Man, the money came back. I mean, the money came back. I mean, it came back. When you get busy and get focused, you get rewarded for doing this work.
yeah, I ain't dropping back now. Yeah, I ain't dropping back that because it's really worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really worth a lot of money. I think it's worth more than 850, but
yeah, it
I'm
is.
I'm spoiled now, so you can cancel it now. I know I can say I know I'll be good without it,
Uh-huh.
but then I like it too, so I know I'll be good
Mhm.
with it. But you know, now if it was not for appliance repair, I don't know of another business, and I've tried a lot of them, right?
Mhm.
That you could go grab some money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it weren't for appliance repair, I wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd be thinking like I was, a couple of years ago. Hey, let's the American dream: work, save up, take out a loan, and get a
Uh-huh.
get a house, and
Uh-huh.
you know. But now the American dream has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to see. I mean, now thank God, nobody. I don't really have a lot of local friends
Mhm.
that share the same concept, but I got a lot of national friends that share
Mhm.
the same concept, and I think we'll be all right. I'm pretty sure, and most of us staying in it too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Everybody's
yeah,
staying in. That's the great part. The longevity. Y'all standing in. Everybody's staying in it, and they get better at it.
yeah. I mean, ain't nobody. Look, it's hard to turn. Look, even if they wanted to get out, and that phone ring say, "Listen, we got to drive." They say, they
Yeah.
can't say no. They can't say no. Because
Uh-huh.
they know how easy they know that money is gonna come right fast. So it, if it weren't for appliance repair, wouldn't be able to have these conversations. Now I know my situation is different than most people. I've seen a big influx because I live in this at Raleigh Durham area, but um, slow. Some people have to go slow, some people go fast.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk for 2 hours. But it's great conversation. And if people want to know what I talk about throughout the day, this is exactly what my conversation is throughout the day with different friends and stuff, and us talking business. This is the conversation, and this is where your money is made doing this type of talking. Because we go out and we make our money, but then we're on the back end we invest in our money and we're not just sitting around talking theory and stuff. we're actually out here doing it, and we're playing with real dollars out here. And so this right here is where your money is made and how you learn it, and it's good because what happened, I'm listening to Slick and watching him and Mike and watching Eric and them make their moves with their raw land, and I'm going to go grab some one day, and I know which way to go, you know. So it's
Yeah.
good.
Through appliance, through dry elements too.
Right, changing the dryer belts.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's very exciting. I wish I
Yeah,
could. I wish I had. I wish I had the power to get the whole boot camp to come together and
get the
really
what
see.
now?
I wish I had the power to get everybody together and we could really, you know, see everything. You get together like in person, and
Uh
like
huh.
you say, do the tiny home thing or do a shed or whatever, and see how it goes. Because I don't feel alone in it. I just want everybody to be out there. You know.
It's coming. It's coming. Hey, like I told you, this stuff that we're doing right here, we'll look 2 years from now and we'll see that it was a reason why we was having this conversation and all of that. Because everything that I've done leading it has led up to me being right here where I'm at right now. But it's going in that direction. It's a reason why y'all have that land. It's the reason why the different people with the different skilled trades and license are starting to link up and we finding each other and everybody's on the same path. And the reason why we're starting to connect now, where everybody got money and can come in and work together and put stuff together. No, there's no longer a pipe dream. What we're the stuff that we're doing. 10 years ago, what we're doing now, somebody just wished and dreamed about. Just like you said, I wish we could get all of us together to do something. That was something we wished and dreamed. What we're doing now is something we wished and dreamed about. Somebody said, I wish something somebody could do to teach these men and stuff how to start their own business and start making money and this and that. And now it's here. And now that we got that, I wish it was something we could do. Could buy some land and build communities and stuff. It's here now. No, it's coming. All that stuff is coming. All that stuff is coming.
I told my son, I said, you don't think, he out there working, he don't understand, this ain't benefiting me. He said, this is benefiting you. I
Hmm.
said, son, this is your options right here. When you get out of
Hmm.
college or whatever you want to do, when life hits you in the face, or your grandchildren in the face or whatever, I said, or you want to start a business, I got the land, the buildings. You don't have to start from zero. You got options now in life. Options that I didn't have. You know, options none
Hmm.
of us had really.
Right.
And so I'm creating soft place for my children to land, and hopefully I get to see some enjoyment out of it before I leave this earth too. But uh, the old Maytag man is changing the whole family dynamic. You
Yep.
know,
Uh,
and and I'm the crazy one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no, nobody want to listen to me. I'm just blah blah blah.
Uh,
When I don't want to talk about when I don't want to talk about when you tell me yeah that job pay $15 an hour, I was like, hey man, you need to quit that job. You know. So,
uh,
but the people who do appliance repair, the people who already in, they understand. But the people who don't, they don't understand quite yet. But they will soon as we can get them in, and we could take over this industry. And let me not say take over, but we could be a large part of this industry and have our voices heard and help make some of these decisions that's being made in the industry. We can have our
yeah.
own GE stores, Whirlpool stores. All that stuff is coming.
Yeah.
Cause I was looking for a 4-wheeler, and I'm not racist. I'm a
Uh-huh.
little racist, but I was looking. I said I typed in black owned ATV store.
Uh-huh.
There's none, right?
Uh-huh.
There's none.
There's none.
There's none. Well, I
Uh-huh.
couldn't find any, right? And
Uh-huh.
so how do I support my brothers when they don't have, when they, I can't, when there's not a place for them that,
Yeah, yeah, to go buy it from, yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, stuff like that. I just want to change, if even, not being racist, but we
Yeah.
need our fair share too.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of room for us in the market, in all marketplaces.
I think appliance repair could take us there, man. I mean, you can take this money that you make appliance repair and go anywhere because it's a
Yeah,
cash cow.
we're on the way there. We're on the way there.
It's a
We're
cash
definitely on the
cow,
way.
and we can get it done.
Mm.
And I'm taking everybody along with me. Well, I'm gonna take you. I ain't gonna pay your way through it, man. But I'm gonna take you along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I get to. Hopefully before I leave this earth, I'll get to see some fruit drop from these trees I'm planting.
You already have, man. Inspiration. At least to me, you are a very big inspiration.
Shit,
All you
man.
all have been a great inspiration.
I'm just doing this. What do you call? I'm just fixing these appliances, man. These drain pumps and these dryers and these fan motors and stuff like that, and all of that. It'll add up over after a while. After a while, and I'm gonna tell you something. I had no idea I was gonna buy land when I first started this thing. First of all,
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna make this much money. The money is ridiculous. I ain't gonna say the money is ridiculous.
Mhm, mhm,
I ain't no millionaire or nothing. I ain't
mhm,
doing it big like some people.
mhm.
But anytime I can just say, hey, you know what, I want to, I can create. It's almost like I can create money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. All right, man. We've been talking for a while. Now,
Yeah, matter of fact, that's them keep texting me. Want to know what time I'm gonna be getting home. I don't know if we're gonna go throw axes tonight or not, but we're gonna be doing something tonight. They got something planned just about every night. So
oh, you got yeah. Everybody mad with me, man.
they are.
Yeah, man. Everybody's supposed to. I didn't know I was supposed. I didn't know today was supposed to be a shopping day.
Yeah, yeah,
You can't pop up on me shopping when I already got these plans. I got these people working. You know.
right.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm home by myself again. Everybody mad. Going out shopping and eating, and they're
Yep.
gonna have to bring me some McDonald's home or something.
There you go. Get the
Yeah.
microwave ready.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Later.
Bye. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Sorry we ran a little bit late, but that typical conversation that you all saw Slick and I have, that's the one I normally have throughout the day with friends and stuff. Matter of fact, Slick and I talk throughout the day about what he's doing with his projects, and I talked to several other people. A lot of they several. I talked to a lot of people from Appliance Bootcamp behind the scenes that doing stuff like that. I talk to my friends in my immediate network around here that's doing things. But that's typically how our day go. We go out, make our money. In between making our money, we're figuring stuff out like that. I'm bouncing ideas off of them. They're bouncing ideas off of me, and we're just trying to figure this stuff out. And that's the conversations that as grown men, I think that we should have. I love sports. I do. I love sports. But I'd much rather talk about this than to talk about the playoffs and stuff like that's coming up. And I get more excited about this than I do now about sports when I'm talking. And to me to see those guys grabbing their land, figuring it out, they out there with their hands, out there with their bare hands making this thing work and with their money. They're not going out creating a lot of debt on their families and stuff. They're going out here running their service businesses. Mike is running his service business. Slick is running his service business, bringing a little bit of that money home, renovating the properties and stuff, and investing it. I'm doing the same thing with mine. I'm running my service businesses, taking my money, going back to the properties, investing it. Uh, Eric, Eric always done real estate, so he doesn't have a service business. He does real estate, but he's out there doing his real estate stuff and making his deals, and I like to see that. Same thing with my man Howard. He has restaurants, but now he also has a service business, and he's out here running his service business and doing his restaurants. Now he's getting into real estate and just talking to all of them, seeing all the stuff that's going on. And that's why I say for me, when people say it's going to be hard coming up this next year, I don't see it because everybody I'm around are doing great. Everybody who in the appliance boot camp who I'm looking at are doing great. So I don't see people going to be starving and running up in people's houses and stuff like that. Because everybody I talk to, they're trying to offer jobs. They're actually creating they're creating markets and stuff to make money and stuff. So that's the way I wanted to look. I wanted to look like that for us, where we are aspiring. I don't want to focus on the people who are dwindling and falling down. I want to be able to offer them a way out of it. But I don't. I think all of us can do exactly what we're doing now. Because like everybody is saying, 2 years ago, a lot of our perspective on money was totally different than what it is now. We know now there's plenty of money out there. You can go make your money, and there's plenty of opportunities. Once again, thank everybody for watching. If you hadn't already, please hit the subscribe button. If you have subscribed and you hadn't attended Appliance Boot Camp and you want to, join in. We have several easy payment plans you can get in, and get on this ride with us. That was Slick talking about what he got going on right now. You might saw humble leader he's in. He just bought some property. He said he's buying his in the high income areas. I was reading some of the stuff that's coming through. But I want y'all to jump in and and ride this wave with us. This is the best high you could ever get. This entrepreneur high. When you actually in a industry and you hitting licks and you getting ahead and you enjoying stuff like this. I want you all to enjoy the same freedom that we have and the rewards that we get. Once again, thank you all for talking and joining me today, and I'll talk to you all on Thursday. Bye bye.